I would like to reintroduce Mr. Stephen Mayne from Templestowe.
Mr. Mayne.
Mr. Acting Chairman, are the 4 candidates actually in the room today?
Yes.
Would it be possible to hear from either of them? I want to vote for Mr. Mullen. He's got a great CV. He's been criticised by the ASA. One of the proxy advisors, CGI Glass Lewis, has recommended against him. I'd like to hear from him, and I want to vote for him. Now, it's ridiculous that we haven't even got the candidates up on the stage. I'd like to ask Mr. Mullen to explain whether it is his intention over the current the 3-year term he's about to serve to move back to Australia and become a professional director. A lot of CEOs take on a board seat at the end of their CEO career and then they become a full-time professional director. Now, if Mr. Mullen wants to do another 10 years living in New York as a CEO, I think there is an argument that maybe we shouldn't vote for him. But if he's planning to transition into a professional director career and maybe move back home, which would be great for Australia, we need to bring our top expat talent back home to serve on boards, well, we'd like to hear about that. So given he's flown all the way from New York to be at the meeting, is it too much to ask that he introduce himself to the shareholders as the candidate today, talk a bit about his plans for Telstra and deal with this question about what he's going to do over the course of the next 3 years whilst he's serving on the board?
Thank you, Mr. Mayne. Telstra directors, like the directors of many Australian companies, have been carefully considering this issue as to whether sort of election speeches are useful or not useful. We've come to the conclusion that we will retain the policy which we've had in the past, which is to provide detailed information in the notice of meeting on the qualifications of directors, and that we won't be encouraging policy speeches. So I have to deny your wish. Further questions? I'm sorry, your microphone's not active. Number 2.
I would like to reintroduce Stephen Mayne from Templestowe.
Mr. Acting Chairman, at normal company AGMs, we would go sequentially through the director elections, and after the debate on the first direction up for election, you would then display the proxies, so that we can consider the proxies before we cast our vote in any poll. I now invite you to be like any other normal company and to display the proxies pertaining to the 4 candidates who are up for election today.
The Chairman, sorry, Mr. Mayne, the Chairman will display these proxies immediately at the conclusion of this item. They'll be displayed very shortly.
Can we have them now, please?
At this stage, I'm taking questions or discussion on the election and re-election of these individuals. The proxies will be shown shortly. I'm prepared to give you the further word. Microphone 2.
Shareholders, I think we actually have to take a stand on this position today. I think we need to vote from the floor against Donald's re-election. Donald sets the tone as the chairman. Donald has clearly taken a decision to treat us like mushrooms today. Any normal company has directors up there, shows the proxies when they're asked, candidates speak, directors answer questions. This has been a complete schmozzle in terms of the way Donald has led the tone on this director election process today, and I think we should send him a message and vote against him from the floor so that he at least knows that next year when he comes along we have a normal AGM with all the board up there, directors speaking about what they're up for, answering questions, display of proxies, all the normal things that a normal company does.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mayne. I just remind you that the way in which this annual general meeting has been conducted in this respect has not differed from all the years in which I've been a director on this board, which is now a number, and that should you wish as shareholders to make a point that we need again to reconsider the way in which we conduct this, I'm sure we would be prepared to do so in the future. At today's meeting, the order of proceedings and the information about the directors has been made clearly available to you in the notice of meeting.